Hey, welcome back to part 2 of our box gain questions. We're going to go through the final 8 questions of the review. Again, any questions you might have, you just jot them down, put some comments under the comment section tomorrow in the Google Classroom, and then I can try to answer those. All right, we're back. Crying baby's still here. All right. Question says, identify the common ratio in the geometric sequence. Well, I notice it's going down, so I know that this ratio is not going to be a number that's greater than 1. If I'm not sure what it is, just remember, take any number and divide it by the number in front of it. So 30 divided by 90, that gives me 0.3 repeating, or 1/3 is my common ratio there. Kind of obvious to see right here on this one. I got from 10 to 10 over 3 because I was dividing by 3, so 1/3. Okay, leading everything. Next one. Jasmine wants to plan to have $1 million in savings when she retires in 30 years. She invests in a bond that pays 7.5%. How much will she need to initially invest? It's another one of those questions where they're not giving you the A value. They're giving you how much money is there at the end. These are a little bit harder, so I'm glad I put some of these in. I'm not sure if I'm going to put any of these on the test, but just to be safe. Okay, I'm using this because it's exponential growth. This is 1 million. That's how you write that number there. A, we don't know, so we'll leave that. R is 7.5%, but as a decimal, 0.075. And our T value is 30. So this is going to give me A is equal to 1.075 to the 30th. This is still 1 million. Okay, 1.075 to the 30th gives me a number it's like 8.75495. I'll just stop right there. Times A. We still have this A value here. This is still 1 million. So I just simply divide by this, 8.75495. So take 1 million and divide it by that, and A will be all by itself, and then we'll know the initial amount. So 1 million divided by 8.75495 looks like $114,221. And what's the change on that? Looks like 10 cents. Now I'm running out of space here, so apologize. Let me circle my answer in red. There we go. That's $114,221.10. All right, pause the video if you need to. Moving right on to the next one. The amount of battery life decreases by 1/3 the amount it was each hour. How much battery life will be remaining in 2 hours if it was originally 88%? Okay, so I know you're thinking, I see a percentage, but that percentage is like our initial value. This is really how much it decreases by 1/3. So it's A equals B to the X. Our initial amount, we'll just put 88. We'll just know the answer we get at the end is a percentage times, let me erase that. This came out a little sloppy. Y equals, what's going on here? Okay, so this just becomes a matter of 88 times 1/3 squared. Looks like I get 9.77%. That's how much battery life remains. 9.78 if you want to round it. I rounded it incorrectly, but 9.77%, 9.78% is how much battery life is left after 2 hours. Great. Okay. Erasing. Moving on. Determine the equation of the exponential function. Okay, I like these ones. If you remember from the first time we did it, we're looking where x is equal to 0. Here's our a value. Okay, that b value we can get from taking any of these y values and dividing it by the number in front of it. So 4 divided by 8 gives me 1/2 or 0.5. So I got my a, I got my b. Now I have my equation. ab to the x, 1 times 1/2 to the x. More likely you'd probably even see it written like this. Just 1/2 to the x. Make sure I put that in parentheses. Okay. That's it for that one. Let's move into last couple ones here. Identifiers, growth or decay. All I care about is that b value there. It's greater than 1. So this is definitely growth that we're looking at. Okay, the value of a laptop depreciates 8.5% per year from the time it's purchased. What's the value of a $975 laptop after 5 years? So we're talking about one of those equations with the r in it. Since it's decay, it's going to be 1 minus r to the t. Okay, our initial value is 975. Our r value here is 8.5% as a decimal is 0.085. The t value is 5. Okay, now you can do this math in here. I prefer to do that before I go right to my calculator, and that gives me 0.915 to the 5th. Now go ahead, type that right into your calculator. It should tell you how much a laptop is worth after 5 years. I got $625.33. Okay. Pause if you need to. I'm deleting the work. Moving on to I think this might be one of the last questions. Identify the common ratio in the geometric sequence. I can't tell what it is right off the bat, so I just take a number and divide it by the number right before it. 12.5 divided by 25. I can see that. That's an easy one. 1/2 or 0.5. That's my common ratio. Petri dish contains 5 mold spores, which double each hour. How many mold spores will be present after 12 hours? Okay, that's our standard exponential equation. 5 is our initial amount. It's doubling each hour, so our b value is 2. Our x is the noun time, 12 hours. Go to my calculator. 2 to the 12th is 4,096 times 5. 20,480 spores will be there after 12 hours. If any of you guys are having issues with how to type this into your calculator, please make a note of that and put those comments in the Google Classroom so I can meet with you to go over how to do that. All right, let's see if there's any more questions. I think that may be the end of our show here. Yep, that's it. Okay, so we've done all the questions for the box game. Those are the types of questions you can expect to see. Again, I will be giving you all of the formulas, so you have nothing to worry about as far as memorizing those formulas. Those will be at the top of the screen. You'll have plenty of time to finish the exam. I'll assign it Monday morning, and it'll be due sometime on Tuesday. All right, good luck. If you have any questions, again, please make sure you comment in the Google Classroom.